Hey, how's it going? I'm just going to show you how to play I Sat by the Ocean by Queens of the Stone Age off their album Like Clockwork. I've made a cover of this which you can check out below. It's linked there, where I play all the parts, and it's just it was a bit of fun to make, but it's also just a bit of a visual guide to show you when things are happening and where to play them. So yeah, check that out if you wish. But to play this song, just in standard tuning, using a pick, and you'll need a slide as well for the lead lines. So have one of them on standby. Only a couple of parts to this song. There's a verse, a pre-chorus, a chorus, and then there's a little guitar break at the end. So I'll play each section for each guitar part, and then I'll break them down and show you how to play them. Cool. So the verse for the rhythm guitar, guitar 1. Right, so for this section, we're just moving the one shape around pretty much besides those two chords, which are just power chords. So we're just using this major bar chord shape. So for this, flatten all your first finger across all the strings. And so the first chord is, so across the 4th fret, and then, so 6th fret on the 5th string, 6th fret on the 4th string, and 3rd string, 5th fret. So that's the first chord, and the way Josh Homme and the other guitarists play this, you want to hammer on your 3rd and 4th finger to get that sort of back and forth thing without moving your hand like that. So yeah, so holding down all that first fret with your first finger, and then hammering those on, and you don't really want to hear the minor to major on the 3rd string. I think you mainly want to just try and only have that heard on the upstrokes. So yeah, so do that, and then we move over 2 frets, same shape. So you've got 6, 8, 8, 7, and then that's barred on your first, so all over the 6th. Move it over another fret, so you're barring the 7th fret. You've got 9, 9, and 8. So far you've got then we're going to move down to the 2nd fret, so barring the 2nd fret, and you've got 4, 4, and 3. And then we jump over to the 5th fret just for one strum, and then back to where we started. So the first half of this. So then we go, so just the same first chord, then that same chord just in the 2nd fret, and then moving back another 2 frets, so you're just playing your standard E major chord here, still doing the hammer on. And then we just go to a standard power chord with the octave. So 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then 4th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings. Move that over 2. Strum that twice, and then we're going to bend this one a little bit just to get that. So that's just and then pulling off those, so you're just sort of barring the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings in the 4th fret. And then you go back to your first chord, and that's the verse. So the next thing, guitar, so that happens about 3 times, I think, goes around fully, and then we hear the pre-chorus, which is this. So we just got a power chord with the octave, so 6th fret, 5th string, and then 8th fret on the 4th and 3rd. And we're just going to go back and forth, move that same shape. So between the 6th and the 7th fret. Move that same shape over to the 9th fret, so you've got 9, 11, 11. Then back to the 7th fret. Then we're going to move it down to the 4th fret, so you've got 4, 6, 6. That's on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. And then that same first chord that we play in the verse. And we just play this twice. So that's the pre-chorus for the first guitar. Chorus for this first guitar. So we just got 3 chords here. 3 chords in the first bit, 4 in the second. So we've got 7 chords in the chorus here. So just that, your standard E major. So open 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th, 1st fret on the 3rd string, and then you open top 2. Move that shape over 2. So we're now barring the 2nd fret, and then you've got 4, 4, and 3. And then back to that first chord that we play in the verse. Then we're going to go to a power chord with the octave. So 4th fret on the 5th string, 6th fret on the 4th and 3rd. Keep these 2 fingers where they are and just move the bass note to the 6th fret on the 6th string. So you're going from this to this. 2nd last chord of this chorus is just kind of an octave with the major 3rd in there. So 6th string, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 5th string, and 6th fret, 4th string. And then just a power chord with the octave on it. So 5th string, 7th fret, and then 9th fret on the 4th and 3rd. So this chorus all together for guitar 1. So each of these sections just repeats, and then the only other part to learn for this first guitar is just the sort of guitar break that happens right before the end of the song. So it's just this. So just got these 4 little intervals pretty much. So 7th fret on the 5th string and 6th fret on the 4th string. Then we go to 4th fret on the 5th string and 2nd fret on the 4th string. Then we just got like this little dominant 7 here, which is 6th string, 4th fret, 3rd fret on the 5th string, and 4th fret on the 4th string. And then 4th fret on the 6th string, 6th on the 5th, and you kind of flatten your first finger out here because you want to hear that 4th fret on the 4th string. And so that's the 4 little chords or intervals for this last section. And so you just play this round 4 times. So that's all of guitar 1. For guitar 2, doesn't really play in the verse. I think there's like doubled guitars, but it's just playing the same thing as guitar 1. So first heard in the pre-chorus, and it's pretty much the same thing that we play, except there's just one sort of movement that's different. So the pre-chorus for guitar 2 is this. So it's almost identical to guitar 1. Just instead of going, we go. So yeah. So you're just moving that up to 11, 13, 13 on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings. So then we've got the chorus for guitar 2, and that goes like this. So we're just starting on these power chords, but instead of strumming, we're sort of picking individual notes in these now. So 7th fret on the 5th string, and then 9th on the 4th and 3rd. You just go top to bottom twice. Move that over 2 frets, so you've got 9, 11, 11. And then we're gonna do this shape, which is 6th fret, 4th string, 5th fret, 3rd, 4th fret, 2nd, and then open 1st string. And you're just going top to bottom, sort of sliding into that first note. And then just a power chord. So that's 4th fret on the 6th string, and then 6th fret on the 5th and 4th. And the same picking pattern as these first 2 power chords. So the first half of this chorus again. Then we've got 3 more shapes to get us to the end of the chorus here. This first one, 4th fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, and 3rd fret, 3rd string. And again, just plucking top to bottom twice. Sorry, bottom to top. Then, so we're just basically moving this note on the 5th string down and keeping these top 2 the same, but we're just reorganizing our fingers to get into that position. So you've now got first finger on the 1st fret, 5th string, and then you've got 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then the 3rd chord here, is just 3rd fret on the 5th string, and then flatten your first finger over the 4th and 3rd strings in the 1st fret. And then you've just got that first power chord, just strumming at this time. So that's the chorus for guitar 2. So I'll just play it again all the way through. The second chorus goes on a bit longer, but it just repeats these sections, and it's the exact same chords. Just goes back and forth between them a bit. But yeah, everything there is there already. Then the last bit, the sort of guitar break at the end. There's obviously the slide parts that I'll get to in just a second, but just the harmonies going on underneath those slide parts is this. So all just on the 5th string, starting on the 7th fret, 3 of them, 6th fret for 1 strum, 1 pick, down to the 4th fret, back up to 6, 4, 3. And then you just repeat this. Yeah, that just plays 4 times, and that's all of guitar 2. So then we've just got to learn the lead lines that happen with the slide. So I've broken each of these down into sort of 4 smaller sections just to make them a bit easier to get your head around. And the same thing is happening in 2 guitars, just an octave apart. So yeah, so I'll show you how to play all these. So the first of these is sort of the lower octave, and the whole thing is this. So that's the whole first melody for guitar 1. And so, breaking it up into 4 sections. The first section is this. So we're just starting on the 2nd string, 7th fret to 9th fret, and we're just going back and forth between these. So up and back, up and back. And we're hitting the 8th fret on the 3rd string twice. Then we're going to go, so sliding up into the 9th fret on that 2nd string, back to the 7th, and then we're going to go 8, 6, 4 on the 3rd string. So this first section. Then the second section is this. So just starting on the 3rd string, 8th fret, sliding into that, 9th fret on the 2nd string, then 6th fret on the 3rd string, then all on the 3rd string, 8 to 9, 8, 6, 5, 8. So this second phrase. I'm obviously not the best slide player, so my pitch is a bit all over the shop. Apologies. So then we've got this third phrase for guitar 1. So starting on the 4th string, 4th fret, sliding over to 6. Then we're going to go 4, 6, 8 on the 3rd string. And then 9, 12, 9 on the 2nd string. And then 7, 9 on the 2nd string. So that's the 3rd phrase. And then the last of these phrases is this. So we're just going on the 3rd string, 6 to 8, then 9 on the 2nd string, 8, 6, 4 on the 3rd string, and then finishing on that 9 on the 2nd string. So again, I'll put all 4 of these phrases together. So then for guitar 2, we've got the exact same thing, we'll just up the octave. So starting on the 1st string, 14 to 16. Then 16 on the 2nd string, 16, 14 on the 1st string, and then 16, 14, 12 on the 2nd string to finish off this first phrase. Then we're going to go sliding into 16 on the 2nd string, 16 on the 1st string, 14 on the 2nd string, then 16 to 17 on the 2nd string, then 16, 14, 13, 16 on the 2nd. I'm going to go 3rd string, 11 to 13, and then 2nd string, 12, 14, 16, 16 on the 1st string, whoop. That's up to the 19th fret, back to 16 on the 1st here, 14 to 16 on the 1st, then the 4th phrase, 2nd string, 14 to 16, 16 on the 1st, 16, 14, 12 on the 2nd string, and finishing 16th fret on the 1st string. So just again, I'll play this through. Got there in the end. So that's the first of these riffs. So then plays through the verse and the chorus, and then it comes back and does one of these slide riff lead lines again. So the first half is exactly the same for both parts, and the only difference is the second half. So I'll just play it through with the second ending here. So then we've just got the second of these sort of lead slide lines, and this happens after the first chorus. So again, we've got the same thing repeated in octaves, and the first half of this second time around is exactly the same as the first time around, so you don't need to learn anything new. The only difference is the last sort of phrase or two. So I'll play the lower version of this second lead line. So again, first half is exactly the same. So the only different thing we need to learn here is so just starting on the 3rd string, 9th fret, back to 8, then 2nd string 9 down to 7, 3rd string 6 down to 4, staying on the same string, 8 down to 6, then 6 to 5. And again, for guitar 2, exactly the same thing, same first half, just different tail. So on the 2nd string, so that is 17 to 16. And we've got on the 1st string 16 to 14, then 14 to 12 on the 2nd string, 16 to 14 on the 2nd, and then 14 to 13. And that's the slide lines, those two first ones. And then just at the end, over the sort of guitar outro bit, just got the same thing happening again, octaves in these slide lines, and it just goes like this. So 3rd string, 13, 11, 9, 11, 9, 8. And you just repeat this. And then for guitar 2, doing the high octave. So just going 16 on the 1st string, 16, 14, 12, 14, 12, 11. And that's all the slide parts for this, and that's all the guitar parts for this song. Again, you can check out the cover I made, which is linked below, if you want to see all the parts put together, and me being a bit of a goose. If you've got any questions or requests or anything, please just leave them below, and I'll try get to them. You can subscribe if you're not subscribed, if you like, by just hitting just this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.